Hi everyone, it's Jill Foster here for Penny Black, and I am so excited to be sharing with you a brand new product line that we've added to the Penny Black collection. And this is called Masterpieces Made Simple. Now, our stickers have been a well-loved staple for crafters for years, and we're proud to continue the legacy of our elegant sticker designs, but in a new modern format that suits today's crafter. So, introducing Masterpieces Made Simple. So these elegant designs come on high-end linen finish cardstock panels, making them gorgeous and easy to add to cards or paper crafting projects with your favorite glues, tapes, and foam adhesives. So you can even pop them up and give them some dimension. Now these are sized at 3¼ by 4½ inches. So I'm just showing you here that sizing on these panels. So they work wonderfully with multiple standard size cards, including the really popular A2 size cards. So I wanted to give you a look here just at how these come. So they come in that 3¼ by 4½ inch panels. These come in sets of 4 different designs, and we have 4 different sets that we are releasing. The printing on these is outstanding. They are absolutely beautiful, like a miniature works of art that are ready to go onto your cards. You could also trim them down for very elegant gift tags, put them with your gift wrapping at Christmas, and they're ready for you to add your personalization or your own creativity with them. So including these new Masterpieces Made Simple sets, in this release we also have coordinating die cuts and sentiment sets that work with each set. So it really does making a masterpiece very simple. You can essentially create your own kit, picking your favorite Masterpieces Made Simple sets and then the coordinating dies and the coordinating sentiments to pull it all together and let your creativity really just take over and have just tons of fun making these, and you can really easily make a lot of gorgeous cards to send out. So like I said, with each Masterpieces Made Simple set, we have coordinating sentiments and creative dies. So let's take a look at each set. The first set is our Pine Cones and Peace Masterpieces Made Simple, and you can see those there on the left. That is the set of 4 that you would receive. And then the coordinating creative dies, there's Peaceful Pines, you have the word peace and some pine die cuts and pine cones, and then the Touched by Peace sentiment set, and that's a 3×4 inch sentiment set. And you can see if you pause and you really want to read those sentiments, how wonderfully they worked with those Masterpieces Made Simple sentiments. So here I wanted to show you several cards made using this particular set of Masterpieces Made Simple, the Pine Cones and Peace. And you can see here how I've mixed and matched and added some die cuts and the sentiments to really pull together a really fun set of cards. You can make these your own. You can see here I've torn them, I've embellished them. Now you may notice some snowflake creative dies here and a beautiful stitched border die, and those are new with this release too. So if you stay tuned, about midway through the video I'm going to give you a look at 4 creative dies in this release that work beautifully with all of the Masterpieces Made Simple sets, and you'll be seeing some of those here on these cards, like these die cut panels. You can even die cut your Masterpieces Made Simple panels in order to give them the stitched look right on the panel, which is what I've done on this particular one. If you look closely there with that zigzag creative die that I'll be showing you in a bit. We also have a gorgeous frame die that actually cuts out the middle and adds the stitching around the outside. And what I did is I just used an X-Acto knife to trim around the edges and add my Masterpieces Made Simple panel inside. So here's the next set. This is Snowfall Serenity. The creative die is Harmony with Nature, and the deer and those birds are sized to perfectly fit onto these panels, and some gorgeous sentiments in the set Fresh Snow, which just is so beautiful with these serene scenes that are part of this Masterpieces Made Simple set. So let's again take a look at some cards featuring the Snowfall Serenity Masterpieces Made Simple. Here you can see I've die cut those birds and added them up in the sky. I've added one of those sentiments from the sentiment set that coordinates beautifully. I've even curled down the corner there and just added a touch of stamping and a little background panel. This one I've done a little bit more heavier distressing, I guess you could say, and torn the edges, tucked in a snowflake there, just anything to really make it my own. And this is another one with one of those sentiments, so perfect. I loved adding this new little die cut snowflake here with the bird just kind of stitched one long stitch there and glued down a bow. So many fun ways you can embellish these. Now the third Masterpieces Made Simple set featured these four gorgeous designs. This is the Home for Christmas set, and the coordinating dies are berries and hearts come home. That is the sentiment set. Again, you can hit pause and look at that in more detail. Now what's great is with these sentiment sets and these dies, you can mix and match them with any of the Masterpieces Made Simple sets, or you can just stick with a grouping and make it easy for yourself. It's really up to however you want to make cards, whatever you prefer, or even how much time that you have. So here are some cards featuring this Masterpieces Made Simple set. I layered these berries right on top. I colored them with some alcohol based markers and then just layered them on top of the Masterpieces Made Simple panel. You can see there that gorgeous sentiment, so perfect with this particular Masterpieces Made Simple panel. Here I've kept things very simple and elegant. I added our antique frames. That's an older die set to the background. That's the green die cut there. And then the panel I just tore a little bit, added a stamped and inked panel behind, and then layered it onto a white piece of cardstock. Now here I've just added a touch of those berries on top of the Masterpieces Made Simple panel. You can see it there over on the right hand side by the birds. I've done a little stamping on my background, on that red background, and of course I've snuck in that zigzag stitches die. It's maybe my new top favorite die ever. You can see I've used it on lots of cards. And here is another one. I've trimmed with an X-Acto knife just around the edge of that bird's wing so I could pop it through that frame panel for some extra dimension and movement. And there you see the berries on a tag wrapped around. So just another layout idea for using these. Now this is the Icy Winds Masterpieces Made Simple set, and you can almost feel the chill in the air when you look at these. They're like miniature works of art. You're ready to go on your cards. The coordinating die set is Blustery, which has the perfect branches that works just so well with all of these. And then of course the sentiment set, Snow Beauty, beautiful with these Masterpieces Made Simple, this particular set, or on any of your upcoming winter and Christmas cards. Now here you can see again I've used that new frame die cut, more coming on that in just a second, and I used an X-Acto knife just to trim along that one edge of the leaf on the Masterpieces Made Simple panel, and then I could pop that through the frame, and it just adds so much dimension and fun to the scene. This is a very simple card, but I've added one of the coordinating sentiments right on top of the Masterpieces Made Simple panel. And finally, here is another card. Again, super simple. I stamped one strip of the card over on the left hand side and then just added that panel on top. Now this you can see if you look closely on the left and the right where I've layered that coordinating die cut right there on top of the panel, just some extra dimension with those branches, and more on those snowflakes is coming as well. So like I've been saying, more coming, more coming. With this collection, with the Masterpieces Made Simple, we are releasing 4 really versatile, basic creative dies that you can use across the board with any of these products in the Masterpieces Made Simple line, or really for any of your card making. So this one is stitched frames. Now this is going to actually cut your center panel out and leave the stitching around the outer edge. And so you can see then you can put your panels right behind that. So I've done a set here of very simple cards using just this die and the pine cones and piece Masterpieces Made Simple panels, just to show you how just those Masterpieces Made Simple plus this one die can really make for some very, very simple yet elegant cards, easy to mass produce, and definitely have that wow factor. And coming up here is another one. You've seen these on lots and lots of these cards. Super versatile snowflake set. This is Dancing Snowflakes, and great for embellishing. You saw it on previous cards that I've made. Here I've used the Icy Winds Masterpieces Made Simple set and the Snowflake die. For a set of cards, I just mounted the Masterpieces Made Simple panels onto some colored cardstock, leaving a very thin border, and embellished with the snowflakes. Then you could add the coordinating sentiments or any of your favorite sentiments on the inside of your cards, and these would be ready to go. They have that handmade touch with the snowflake embellishments. I even added some pearls on top of the snowflakes, yet they're simple and beautiful. Now here is that die set I used on tons of these cards, and I will be using on lots of cards in the future for any season. This is the Zigzag Stacker set. And again, I wanted to show you how simply just using this die and the Masterpieces Made Simple panels. This is the Home for Christmas set. I just made a set of cards with these, mounting the Masterpieces Made Simple panels onto craft cardstock, leaving a tiny border, and then using that zigzag borders panel behind that. And again, add a beautiful coordinating sentiment on the inside, and your cards are complete. So you can go embellish and alter these as much or as little as you like and still have beautiful cards to send. We have one more bonus die for you. It is a very joyful bonus die that works beautifully also with all of these different panels. And this is Full of Joy. And I love the large size of this word. You can use the joy by itself or use the whole word joyful. So here are a couple of card ideas using this die with the Masterpieces Made Simple panels. And of course you'll see those beautiful snowflakes again and some of those zigzag stitches on there. Also one of the coordinating sentiments going across that word joy. But again, just cutting these from cardstock, layering them on top, and you can quickly and easily have really masterpieces made simple. I hope you've enjoyed this video and taking a look at the newest addition to Penny Black's collection of creative products. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. And you can also connect with Penny Black on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, our website and blog, and they're all linked down in the YouTube description box below. Thanks for watching.